Phantom Blade Executioners is a mobile side-scrolling action RPG that's currently in closed beta and accessible to play until February 10th. As of the current closed beta, there is only 2 out of the 4 heroes available to be played, and the level is capped at level 44. There's only 50% of the skills available, and only the first 3 main story chapters are available for the time being. But I got to say, even with what they claim to be only half the content available, this game is definitely an interesting one for sure. What is up, my dwellers of the interwebs? I'm Sora, and I'll be working with Styx on the MMObyte mobile channel. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Please drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you like our content. All gaming content is played and recorded on my Asus ROG Phone 3 and is from an Android perspective. Phantom Blade Executioners has a gorgeous art style, and every new location is interesting to look at and sets the scene. You can definitely feel the atmosphere that the game is going for from the world environment. The story cinematics are voice acted, however the in-game conversations are not. But it is nice that at least the main story cinematics are voice acted, and it's not that bad either. I've definitely heard worse in other games. At the start of the game, you're able to choose 2 out of the 4 available classes. I did manage to sample the 2 classes, and they do feel very different in terms of gameplay. While the male seems to use heavier hits, the female seems to have lighter ones, but more agile in combat moves. It took me a while to get used to all the jump attack combos while playing the female class, but she was pretty fun to play, that's for sure. Interestingly enough, there isn't a standard main menu screen like in most mobile games. Instead, you have a horse and carriage right up, and from there, you can choose your available costumes, equipment, skills menu, and to move on to the next missions. It was pretty unique for me, and I definitely appreciate the different methods of choosing the various different options. Combat is quite intense and fast, and there is 0 auto combat in sight, and you really have to be on the ball when dodging or countering attacks. You will also unlock a special ultimate skill that builds up while in combat. It's a lot of fun to unleash the attack on extra hard monsters or bosses. It can help a lot, that's for sure. Since there's no way to heal yourself while you're fighting monsters, you really have to be careful and aware of when big attacks are coming your way. You can revive if you're downed as long as you have enough revive items, but I'd try save them for when you truly need them. I really do enjoy the level of difficulty though, and you will find yourself repeating older maps to grind for gear and experience before moving on to the latest missions, because you will feel the difficulty spike if you try pushing forward without gearing up appropriately. While on missions, you will find purple doors, which are side encounters. They can be extra boss monsters or monster encounters, or an opportunity for a side mission to be claimed or completed. So always make sure to check out those, they can be quite valuable. There are plenty of tutorials on combat techniques, and you can find them by talking to the automaton servant, standing to the left of the carriage when you are in between missions. You can also find a merchant shop where you can try your luck with buying gear and see if you can get anything decent. All attributes on armor and weapons are random from when you earn them, so you never know what you could get stats wise. Overall, I'd say that Phantom Blade Executioners is a pretty impressive side-scrolling action RPG on mobile, combined with the fact that it's 100% manual combat, and this game could definitely be a good one for those who desire to actually play a fast-paced action RPG game. This game is also planning to come out on PC and other consoles, so keep an eye out for that as well. I'm quite curious to know what the other 2 classes are, and I'd love to continue playing this game. Sadly, equipping new equipment doesn't change your look very much. I believe that the only visual item that does change is your weapon, but clothing remains the same unless you get a costume. Currently, there is a closed beta test event to complete a bunch of tasks before the test ends, and you will win a special costume. Sadly, I don't think I'll manage to complete the tasks, but I'll try my best. So there you have it, that's my first impression on Phantom Blade Executioners. Please remember, this is just a first impression, not to be confused with a full review, and my experiences expressed in this video are my own. Thank you for watching. I'm Sora, and this is MMObyte Mobile. Feel free to follow me on all my socials, and you can also find me on my own YouTube channel. Links are all in the description and pinned comment below.